if thou canst only believe, all things are possible to who? Him that believeth. Who did he say that to? A father of a little boy that had convulsions. But plus that, he was dumb and he was deaf. No one could help him. There's no cure for many of the ills that people suffer with. I don't know why some folks tell us that we don't need miracles today, that we've got medicine, we've got doctors, so we don't need miracles, we don't need God's healing, so the day of miracles is past. Thank God for the medicine, and thank God for the doctors, and thank God for the hospitals. Thank God for all of them, for they're all blessings of God. But yet, in spite of all of them, there are so many that are still incurable. Well, then I say, thank God that the Creator still lives and that there's nothing impossible for Him. Hallelujah. So this father, when he was utterly desperate and without hope for his boy, how would you feel if your little boy was like that? Or if your little girl was like that and you knew there was no hope? How would you feel if someone came and told you, Jesus of Nazareth passeth by? Take him to the Master and he'll cure him. But this father heard about the disciples of the Lord and took the boy to the disciples, and they tried to cast the devil out of him and couldn't. Why? Well, it was their unbelief. There's no other reason. Some would say today, if you pray for someone and they don't get healed, well, perhaps it isn't God's will. Nonsense. It's always God's will to heal a sufferer. There's no such thing as God not wanting to heal sick people. He's full of compassion for the sick. He's touched with the feeling of their infirmities, and he's so concerned about the sick that he sent Jesus to bear our sicknesses and suffer our pains and bear the stripes on the cruel whipping post that we might be healed. Don't tell me God don't want to heal the sick. He wants to. But these disciples prayed for him and couldn't do any good. But thank God, when these men failed, Jesus came on the scene. Hallelujah. And you know what I like to think? I like to think that a lot of times when I fail, when I pray, and maybe things aren't happening like they ought to happen, and I'm trying, but I'm a human, I like to think if I'll hang on, Jesus will come and he won't fail. Hallelujah. And I want you to remember that tonight, when we lift up our voices to God and we begin to pray for your deliverance and for your healing and for your cure and for your salvation. Don't bank on us, for we're frail, but bank on Jesus, for he's not frail. We may fail you, but he won't. These pastors may fail you, but Jesus won't. We evangelists may come up short, but the Master won't. Hallelujah. For with him there's nothing impossible. I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to believe, and I'm going to preach, and I'm going to teach, and I'm going to be bold, and you are too. But when both of us fail, Jesus won't. And when we do our best, and we still fail, the Master's going to come in our midst tonight, and he's going to make up for what we lack. Hallelujah. And he's going to come among us, and you're going to be set free. I believe that, or I wouldn't be here tonight. When this father went to those disciples and they failed, then he went to Jesus. And he said, Lord, I took my boy to the disciples and they tried to cast out the devil and couldn't. If you can do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Jesus looked at him and said, if you can only believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. It wasn't the question if I can do anything, Jesus said. The question is if you can believe. And the minute Jesus said that, this father cried out, Lord, I believe. Hallelujah. And then he added to it, help thou mine unbelief. But where he was positive, he cried out, Lord, I believe. And as soon as he confessed that and acted that way, Jesus turned to that little boy and told the foul spirit to come out of him and enter no more into him. And the boy was healed. If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. What a wonder this is. And my friends, my message to you is this. What Jesus Christ did then, he will do tonight. For he is the same yesterday and today and forever.